Hey guys, hello YouTubers, and hello Kenzie and Brad Goat Killer. I want to show a new pack that I bought, and I'm packing it now to get it ready for the trip. And it's a small pack. It's only 1850. It's the Eberlestock X2, and it's a meat hauler, and that's the main reason I bought it. I'm trying different combos, and I was gonna have the Badlands on top of this one, and I tried it with some gear on the Badlands, and it's just too heavy and too uncomfortable. Right now I have all the gear. The tent, it's inside, but that's where the clothing is supposed to be, and the food. So I'm trying a different thing today. I'm thinking I'm taking this one as the food bag, and I have here already a couple of cans of sardines and some bars and some pouches of little packs of peanuts and almonds and granola. Couple of dehydrated soups, just two. And on the main bag, I'm going to have the mountain house food. This is a beef stew, macaroni and cheese, and chicken and rice. I've never tried the macaroni and cheese, so I don't know if I'm going to like it, because I'm not really big on gooey cheese. I like cheese on pizza, and that's about it. Everything else, I don't like those Doritos with cheese anyways. And an ice cream, dehydrated ice cream. So the bag is still halfway. I might take this in my hand, or I might attach it to the back of this. Right now, I still got to put in the toe warmers, the grounding radio. It depends if I invite a friend of mine. If he comes, I don't need a radio, but if I'm going to be alone, then I'll take a radio to listen to something. And I also need to put in the emergency kit. So I'm going to put this aside for now. I also have to take my cooking system, my pee bottle with the coffee and stuff inside. I'm taking a better and a bigger coffee cup. I used to have the little plastic one, but it was only that high, and I don't know, it wasn't enough coffee for me, so a little more. Towel. This is a personal use towel, and this is just a rag for if you get bloody hands or whatever. Throw it in there. Okay, that goes in there. I still gotta take, I want to get some jerky. I'm gonna take jerky. So this is the bag for the food, and I have a carabiner that I can go ahead and attach it to a limb. Throw a rope to the limb and hang it off. But the only thing that smells is the sardine cans when I use it. So what I'm going to do is I'll take a Ziploc, a small zip bag, and bring it out once it's used. You don't want to leave something like that behind. The bear's going to start sniffing, and the odors are going to attract it. So you put it in a Ziploc, you hang it up, and then you take it out and dump it when you get a trash can. You don't want the bear cutting his tongue, poor guy, licking for sardines. Alright, so now that pack has and I still got a little pouch on the side that I can still put something in it. Right here I have a tripod, the two knives, the I'll show you guys. one thing is talking about it, one thing is showing it. I'm taking the outdoor knife. I bought this a few years ago. I already cleaned a deer with it. This is a really nice practical knife, and it has the belly opener, or the gut hook, you want to call it, for that. Okay. I'm not taking the old timer. For the first time, the old timer, and for the first time since 1981, the old timer's not going. I showed a video about this. I bought a Blackjack 125, and I'm taking this one. For now, it's in the bag. I don't know if I'm going to have it on my belt. Maybe I could, and it's less weight on my back. Also, I have a tripod for the spotting scope that it's on the inside here. I got a Nikon 10-40. Very clear glass, and you can do some spotting with that. Okay, then on this side, basically it's all soft because I have the and being that this bag is a meat hauler, I have the plastics here. I got a what do you call it? The dressing kit, and you wrap it in that. And then I also have a bag, a heavy-duty cotton bag to put the meat so it's not really all bloody, and I don't want to stain the new pack. And also I have here a pair of gloves that come in handy. It's good to have. I expect it's going to get a little cold this year. Okay, so that's there. And since I don't have room for anything on the main bag, I have the tent. I just decided on putting the tent in there. Also, I'm not taking the water filter system. I'm going to take a gallon of water and maybe put the gallon of water in here. I already tried it with one. This thing is a little wet because at overnight it I don't know, got a kink or something, and it starts spilling a little bit. So there's another gallon of water that's clear. I'm thinking that the plastic on that one is thicker. It could take it, so I'll put it in there, and then the tent, I'll have to put it outside across somehow. I'm learning with this new pack. This is the X2. Over here I have a rain jacket with a hoodie, and also a poncho, because the poncho goes lower. It'll cover your legs. I have nothing to protect me from the rain on my legs. And then here I have a small pouch, and I have the chapstick, the knife sharpener, and where I put my pills, I gotta put stuff in here, and my headlight. So I'm going as light as possible, and for the first time I'm not taking the mega pack with everything in it. I want to see if I can do it all with this one and just go, bare minimum. Also on the side pockets I have a rangefinder, and that's it on that one. And this packet's only 1,850 inches. And this is going to be good for, I don't know, maybe 3 days. Here I have a couple of more bars and more bags of the peanuts and granola. So I got some food in there. The main thing is the water. So let me see. I got everything in there but the clothing, and I'm thinking I'm going to put on clothing in layers. And I'll just take an extra shirt and a long sleeve or a short sleeve pullover, and that's it. So this pack, by the way, is very comfortable. It's short to the torso. It's It's very short. As you can see, everything is in there. Oh, I forgot to put this thing back on. But since I'm going to put the gallon of water, so let me take on my, let me step on my scale with this here and see what we got. This is going to be most of the weight. Maybe it'll go up another 5 pounds max. Not even that probably. All right. Well, if I take the gallon, yeah, the gallon of water is going to bring it up to 8 more pounds, because that's what a gallon of water weighs. So right now, let's see, 218, and I'm 195, so it's 23 pounds. 23 pounds, I can walk all day with this thing. But I notice that the weight feels heavy on the bottom, because that's where the tent, all the weight lands there. So I'm going to have to move the tent up. And right now I'm experimenting. It's a new pack, I have to learn it. Got to learn how to pack it, and it doesn't have a lot of organization pockets. It's got maybe 3 that I've seen so far. I just took the tag off on this thing yesterday, so it might be another pocket. I think I saw one on the top of the big bag here. Oh yeah, I don't know if I put some. Let's see. There's a little pocket here. Oh yeah, I already put stuff in there. What do I got? Oh, okay, I got the baked potato wrapper. I got the wipes and toilet paper and a face mask. So, you know what? The face mask should go with the gloves. And I can still cram some stuff in there, small stuff. But I'm not taking compass. I know where I'm going. I've been there a million times. I'm not taking maps. I'm not taking the GPS. I need the rangefinder, because I put a new scope now that tells me it's a bullet drop compensator. And if I range it, it says okay 245 or whatever. I know where to put the hair cross. So that's the main reason. But the pack, I bought it because it's a mean hauler. So once the tent is out of here and the pillow and everything else, I'm gonna have a pretty much empty bag that I can put the deer quarters on this tongue over here, bring it up and attach it to the top, and hold the meat to the truck, and then come back to pick up the camp. And while I go to the truck, I'll empty out the stuff like the spotting scope and the tripod and anything that I don't need. Just leave it at the truck, and I'll come back with a semi-empty bag to pick up the rest of the camp, which is going to be mainly the tent, the sleeping bag, and some odds and ends. Okay, so the idea was to have the maybe I can put the tent up high, and then the pillow, let's see, I'll shove the pillow in here. Can't sleep without a pillow, guys. Sorry. I tried the jacket, fill it up with clothing and stuff, underwear, doesn't work. Okay, so that'll keep there, and then bring this over. And click it. And it's still pretty easy to put more stuff in here if you cinch it down tight. The face mask, I like to put things where they go related to what they are. So if I have the gloves here for the cold, it means I'm going to need a face mask for the face. That goes in there. Okay. So then We already got the food and everything here, so the only thing missing is the gallon of water. If I put the gallon of water in here and I throw maybe some more, a few clothing items. I already did my laundry. Well, I still got to put this in here somewhere. So let's see. Cold department. I can still fit it in here. And the emergency kit right there on the edge. That'll do it there. Put it sideways. The radio, I got room on the other side for the radio. But the radio, it's up in the air. I might take it, I might not. And I got a pretty empty space in here. But I can just drop it in there. And this radio, the Grunding radio, this thing, I don't know, I think you guys seen the video already, but I'll show you to you. This little thing weighs 4 ounces. 4 ounces. It's a shortwave radio. Got a nice little antenna. Turn it on. And I picked up stations from in the Caribbean. I picked up a station in Spain. You know, when you're up on the mountain, this wave just bounces off the atmosphere and it comes down. And who knows where it's going to land. You pick up the station. Picked up Korean stuff. Well, it might be a Korean station in the U.S., so whatever. No matter, I don't understand Korean. Alright, so now, let's try it here. Let's try this. Now this pack, it went on special in Amazon. They had a once a year special, and when I started looking at this pack, I didn't know nothing about it. So I looked at the price. It was $149, and I said, well, it's a small pack, but that's a good price. And then the special lasted one day. The next day when I went back, boom, it jumped up to $199. So I'm going, whoa, what happened? So I started looking at Cabela's and everybody else. They all had it for $199. Some of them had it. Some website had it for $230, $240. I said, what the hell? So I found this for $189. And I found it. I went to Arizona. We went to the Grand Canyon. There was a archery shop, a hunting shop in the town, Flagstaff, and I went by and talked to the guys. They had the bag there, and I said, you know, now that I can see it, touch it, put it on, it's a lot easier than to make the decision than looking at a picture and then you're moving the picture and see. So I liked it. Big pouches, room for what you need, not too much, but room for what you need, what you actually need, and I bought it. What the hell? You only live once. Okay, so let's see. Let's try this on now. It's going to be roughly the same way because I only put a few things in there. Ooh, got cut on my watch. So this thing with this pack that I like is the fit. It's got a big lumbar. It's got a bulge down here. It's a lumbar support. The Badlands does not have that. The Badlands have foam, and there's no lumbar support on it, but it's still a comfortable pack. Nice and tight. Oh man, I can do all day with this. I think I'm going to take this, and then let's see now with the weight of the food, which is roughly maybe a pound more if I decide to take some jerky or something else. Let's see what we're packing. £30. This is the lightest I ever gone. 30 pounds, man. 25, 225, and I'm 195. That's 30 on the money. So The only thing is the weight of the water. It's gonna go up to 38, unless I take less water. So basically, the long johns and all this stuff. This is something I'm gonna be wearing. What is this? Oh, it's got sap. Oh, jeez. And I washed this. Sap does not come off easy. I think WD-40 might do it. I gotta try it. Okay, the socks. 2 socks. And then these for the cold. And I'm just gonna take a pair, man. That's it. I'm not gonna go crazy. Now, I usually wear over the long johns. Oh man, that feels so good. I can walk around and do the video without taking it off. I take this small, short sleeve, and it's got pockets. Got 2 pockets, 2 and 2. And this thing is very light. And in the mountains, you might have a hot day. And then I've worn this in 74 to 77 degree weather, and then at night it drops to 27, 20 and below. One time I was up there and it went down to 2 below 0. So that's going. Okay. I'm missing the other one here. And then I bought another one because I had this one and I thought I lost it, but I found it after I bought the other one. So I got 2 short sleeve pullover. I'll take one. Okay, not there. So this one could actually this is better camouflage. I might take this one. This is a Browning. I just bought this one, extra large. So take that. Okay. Take this one out. Then I have a heavy wool shirt that I have for a long time. Walls. Don't remember where I got this. Probably Cabela's. It's got good camouflage. I take this because I am not taking the big heavy jacket. So this is the way to do it, and hopefully the temperature will behave and not go nuts. Also, I'm taking my overalls because they come in pretty good on the when it's time for sleeping. And here's my little butt pillow when I'm sitting on the wet ground, sitting on a rock or something. So that's gonna go. Attach it to this somewhere, and we'll attach it to this pack. So that's gonna go. And I still gotta put a new battery on my lamp. Get more of my pills. I need to put this in a little sprayer for a scent killer. And my canteen, and I got the belt. So now looking at, let me bring this down a little bit. I'm hoping that I'm getting the shot. Bring it down just a hair. Okay. If you look at these, at this pack, I can have a belt come underneath, and I can put the knife either here or on the belt itself where I have the canteen. So the pack with the food, 30 pounds. You can't beat that. I am very surprised. As far as the water, if my buddy goes with me, then the water weight will be divided. So he'll take half a gallon, I'll take half a gallon, or he'll take a gallon if he wants to drink that much. It doesn't matter to me. So right now, I'm not taking the Badlands And I'm not taking the mega pack. And the mega pack alone, empty as it is, it's 9 pounds. So if I would transfer everything to the mega pack, it'll fit. But then I have to take this on top of it. It's an additional 4.5 pounds that I'm carrying. So this is the way to do it. Smaller bag, don't stay that long. If you're going to stay longer, then you take the bigger pack, whatever you got. I already did the 7-day times. And, you know, once everybody leaves, and you're alone in those mountains, I don't know, it becomes harder to hunt because, well, not harder to hunt, it's harder to get a deer because there's not a lot of people walking around pushing the deer, moving it here and there. So now the deer can hunker down, chew their cut, spend the whole day under a tree there in the shade, and you're gonna have to step on him, you know, actually go his way to get him up and moving. So it's a little easier when you have people moving around, because I've done both ways, and I see more deer when there's more hunters, definitely. And speaking of that, I heard a report that every year there's less and less hunters. The sport's going to die maybe in 50 years, or it's going to be diminished big time. And the reason is because of this. The kids nowadays, they don't care about the outdoors. They care about the stupid electronic device that they're walking around like robots and just, you know, and bumping into people and stuff. It's incredible. They're becoming hermits. It's all computer, phones, you know, Facebook, and you know, all this stupidity, and the sport is dying. There's less tags being sold, less licenses, and that means less revenues to save the wilderness, to keep the animals there. If there's no funds, nothing's gonna be preserved. Eventually, it's gonna go to shit. Taking my nephews hunting, nobody's interested. I took one when he was young. I gave him a brand new rifle. He didn't want to shoot anything. It's not in the blood. I got my grandfather's blood. My grandfather was a hunter. And we got old pictures in black and white, the whole family standing, and there's a bunch of does on the floor, and he's standing there with a single barrel shotgun, beat up shotgun. He used to go into the woods, and he liked to go to the caves and, you know, explore. Well, I like the same thing. So if it's not in the blood, you really can't make a kid do it. I mean, I got a friend also, he likes to go shooting and stuff, and his kid's not interested. He goes shooting, but he doesn't hunt. So the sport is declining, sadly, is declining. And the anti-hunters are probably saying, yeah, great, you know. I go, no, because they don't understand that if you don't manage the herds, there are going to be epidemics, and nature's going to take over, and nature's going to wipe out like it's done before. It's going to wipe out a bunch of deer. All right, somebody's coming. I got to go. All right, guys, till the next one.